Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Starfield, where last time I dropped a lot of money doing our first ever bit of ship crafting, massively extending our ship, so now we've got ourselves a lovely science lab on the rear, and more importantly, some dedicated captain's quarters for me. And as a result, today we're going to be continuing our exploration of Piazzi, especially as, yes, when we go down to this world over here, we did receive a distress call that indicates that, yes, it's entirely possible List is not doing well by the people it sends out to random worlds. Before we get to that though, okay, this is the moment where everything starts coming together, because we're not just going to run around surveying and exploring at random. Because if we just mosey to my brand new science lab back here, then here we go. Here's the point where I start coming up with a plan. If I want to start unlocking new mods for weapons or for spacesuits or whatever, then yes, I'm going to need to have not just the right perks, but also the right materials to plug into them. Now for raw materials, spacesuit mods are more or less under control. So yeah, copper, aluminium, beryllium, we've got plenty of that. That's all absolutely fine. Problem is, okay, the other resources, monopropellant and mag pressure tanks, those are manufactured. I may have picked up one or two, yes, just dodged around the world, but really I need to make my own. The problem is, I don't know what materials do said thing, because I don't have an industrial workbench on this ship. So, okay, once we've got enough money, I feel like priority number one might be just get every type of workstation into this ship, because I need to be able to check at a glance what I need to craft each component. On the weaponry front, however, this just wants a giant pile of raw materials. In particular, yeah, tungsten, nickel, titanium, etc., etc., and also chlorosilanes, so SiH3Cls, gotcha. The other half of the equation being, yeah, perks. So right now I need to invest one more perk into base science before we can start crafting. So I could upgrade surveying, but I feel like, honestly, that's not going to really do me that much good in many ways. Instead, I'll take a little bit of geology, so okay, basically, yes, presumably instead of getting one thing when I laser a resource, I get two. So if I'm basically just like, doubling up all common and uncommon resources, that does not seem like a bad thing to me at all. Right, I now know what I'm looking for, so back to the star map. Because yes, even before we go there or give it a proper scan, we do have an idea what's going to be on every single planet I visit. So, helium, aluminium, I think that's beryllium, and I don't know what EU is. EU-ranium. Let's say that. That sounds good. But you know what? Let's nip over there while we're in the neighborhood. Because, yes, helium. I did need that, if I recall correctly, for crafting various gun sights for my gun. So, let's just nip over there nice and quick. Now give the old girl a scan, and all of a sudden, okay. We got ourselves tons of aluminium, but more importantly, no, we now want to land on helium space. Find, like, the biggest concentration of helium we've got, and land right in the center of it. Good. And straight away, okay, would you believe that the environment looks fairly similar to the last planet we were on? Because, it's a moon orbiting the same planet, roughly the same distance from a star. So that's not too surprising, really. Oh, and hello, Sexy. Hang on, I'm definitely hearing a ship somewhere. Okay, well, I'm not going to say no to just, a passing visitor. If it turns out they're friendly, then, we could go and say hi, have a lovely chat about their views regarding, whether lizards should or shouldn't be allowed in New Atlantis. If they're not, we can murder them in order to take their ship and add it to my fleet. So, there's the beryllium. That's all absolutely fine. So if I crack that open, is that now worth 2 beryllium, not 1? I'm not sure, but beryllium's like, oh, that was 2, okay. It's not always going to be like, 2 or 1. Is this, by the way? It's toxic gas, but it's not like, toxic helium gas. It's helium toxic. Oh, I don't know. But there we go. There's some flipping helium. So, okay, give that a scan. We've confirmed helium. We've got some helium. 2 helium, in fact. I've also... Ooh. I think it just damaged my lungs. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. So I now have an affliction. I need to take a corresponding remedy to sort it out. So, right. I'm suffering from solar radiation, and also it's very bloody cold. But that's fine. Don't seem to actually take a damage from that as far as I can see. Instead, right. Prognosis poor. Lung damage. I'm coughing a bit. How precisely do we sort that out? So okay, this here is a good opportunity for me to get my head around, yes, what all these various medicines do. So I've been picking up loads of it, but really I've just been spamming stim packs. So, okay, like Fallout 4, there's all sorts of other conditions, and by the sounds of the prognosis, some of them aren't just going to sort themselves out. Oh, and this is interesting. We've basically got Space Jet here. AMP. So doubles jump height for 2 minutes. And movement speed for 2 minutes. Okay, that's pretty exciting, actually. That's just like, you know, future Space Jet. Then we've got ourselves... this is anchored immobilizers. So this is more for, like, you know, physical wounds. Gotcha. Antibiotics is infections. Bandages is lacerations. Understandable. Then we've got... ooh, buff out. Marvelous. So bonus melee damage. We've also got ourselves, okay, like special mentats for speech or whatnot. Hippolyta, so improving speechcraft, 20% bonus for 5 minutes. Not bad at all. We've also got, okay, do I have anything that just, like, you know, deals with a cough? Because I feel like I've got plenty of medicine for dealing with really severe things, and nothing that just sorts out a cough. Oh, I can even plug a thing into my brain to make research projects cheaper. Okay, well, I'm glad I looked at this. Here we go. So apparently this is going to... lovely. Right. So, problem is, that was my last one. So, if I get poisoned by helium again, there's not much I can do about it. Okay, maybe go and stock up on some medicine next time we see a doctor. Speaking of which, if this guy was a doctor, that'd be brilliant. So, I've also found, apparently, a big old source of europium. Well, that's exciting. Just confirm the existence of europium. And yes, I think this means if I was to build a base here and do, like, some mining, that would get me a load of lovely europium on an ongoing basis. So, okay, that's rather exciting. Also, hang on. Whatever it is I've not found yet, that looks like it over there. So, just mosey in this direction. And... okay, that was aluminium. That's a very boring next to, you know, the other ones. Still, bare minimum, that gets me a survey, etc, etc. Now, where precisely was that ship I just saw landing a second ago? Because it was somewhere around here. Here we go, got eyes on you, and... ooh. I think your ship has got loads of, like, storage containers on the side. You might be a good trader or something also. John, just nip in and... ooh. I feel like I'm taking, like, environmental rad damage and whatnot. Just help myself too. Okay, Sarah, would you mind helping yourself to this helium? Because I've picked up more cooking lung damage. Okay, so I'm just going to have to accept I've got a bit of lung damage. It's the price of helium mining, apparently. Also, I just realised I didn't actually get the helium. Because apparently you can only harvest it when you're not in your scanner mode. So, okay, just... get the helium, as I've already, like, you know, broken my lungs. There's no reason to leave it be. Yeah, it's kind of weird you can't grab it while in this mode. You can just scan it. You've got to come out of it to grab it. So, okay, that's all absolutely fine. I'm sure my lungs are going to be okay in a minute. Here we go, one chappie right here. I've got a good feeling about you, buddy, because seriously, this is not a pirate ship right here. You, buddy, are instead...
yes?
Hello there, Captain.
Oh, man, are we glad to find you. Our ship's in bad shape. We managed to land, but we're in need of repairs. You wouldn't happen to have any spare ship parts, would you? We can probably jury-rig a fix on our own.
Ooh, those are the resources that, yes, you used to repair your ship mid-flight. I think I've got some, but probably not enough. Just out of interest, Jess, what happened to you?
We got into a fight with spacers. Damaged the hull pretty bad. Can't believe the old girl held up as well as she did. It's a miracle. We even managed to land in one piece. But now we need to do some repairs if we're gonna get back home.
I mean, on the other hand, she doesn't, like, you know, have a really cute pet or anything. And this... I just started coughing and that knackered my oxygen a bit. Marvellous. You don't have a cute pet. You don't really have a name or anything like that. So, I mean, in theory. Just in theory. Hang about. Gosh darn it, just a basic med pack. This is a lock ship. Advanced locking and... Okay, that's not even that difficult to get into. If I was to, you know, just maybe... How tough are you? Just out of John. You really planning to murder this person? Just on the off chance they might have some good... Ooh. Oh, look at this, though. I mean, look at this ship. Look at this ship right here. I mean, that's a nice cockpit. Like, you know, proper wrap-around bits and pieces. That's lovely, actually. Okay, I'm not going to kill them. But yes, like, from my vantage point on top of your ship, there's not a huge amount going on here. We've got, like, one cave over there and something nearby to my, yeah, landing site. So, I am going to go and give the local environment, like, you know, a chance. If there happens to be a giant pile of ship parts here, I will give them to you. If there's not, you're on your own, sorry. So here we go. Random cave. Let's see if, yes, these tend to be a good source of loot or not. Because we know what the listening outposts do. They just generate a big old pile of, yeah, beautiful, beautiful ammo. Let's just mosey on inside. Let's see what we've got. Ooh. Well, this is an interesting revelation. Argon. There's not supposed to be Argon here. Argon was not listed as one of this planet's resources, and neither was iron. Right. So, this is just a surface scan. If you go underground, you can find just, like, other stuff that's completely unrelated to what you find on the surface of the planet. Right, okay, that's rather interesting. And yeah, by the looks in my health meter, it would appear that affliction or like status conditions in this game, they were like rads in Fallout 4. So the more ill I get in various ways, the less health I've got to play with. It kind of caps out my health meter a bit. Still, we're learning here. If I come across a cave and need, like, you know, a particular element that's not necessarily on this world, it might just be on this world anyway. You just don't flipping know. Okay, last chance to help out my friends, which is we did land right next to what would appear to be, yeah, old human mining development of some description. So if we were lucky, or rather if they were lucky, there might just be some ship parts around here. That's just some tofu. That's not so good. Oh, we don't want to get any closer to this, though. Right. That place is not just generic, you know, loser raiders. That's Varun Zealots at level 14. Okay, sorry guys, you're on your own. I'm not getting involved in that nonsense. So, basically, good luck, I guess. Right, back to my ship. I've got my own problems to deal with. In particular, yes, I have now got a lung infection. And the prognosis for it is pretty bloody poor. Okay, step one. Maybe I can sort this out by myself. I mean, I literally have a pharmaceutical suite inside my ship. We just paid a lot of money for it, so... does anyone know how to actually, like, you know, use the damn thing? Hang on, injector and... flip me. I can. I just need membrane and metabolic agents, and apparently I've got both. So, well, okay, it turns out I'm a genius at medicine. Right, shove that in myself. Lung damage has been sorted out. Do a tiny bit of healing, because yes, using healing items, that's getting my medicine in the right direction, okay? It all turns out to be part of the plan. Okay, having just seen that happening, yes, pharmaceutical stuff. In theory, I need chemistry to, yeah, make additional bits and pieces, and performance enhancers. Okay, I've got metabolic agents. Shove that in there. If I get lucky, there might be some overflow. There was not overflow. Tetrafluorides. If I see any XF4 floating around, go and get that. Okay, time to move on, and I think I found a very good candidate right here. So, Piazzi 4C, the furthest out moon. Now this one is, yes, because it's orbiting a planet slightly closer to the sun in this system, it's not actually quite as devastatingly inhospitable. Like, it's cold, but it's not freezing. And even more excitingly, it's got life. let's go check it out, because bare minimum, I would like to, you know, go and see a proper planet with proper animals and aliens and stuff on it.
Hey, contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3. Hi. I got some information for you. Please, acknowledge.
Hello, someone's around.
Please? Come on, respond.
Oh, go on then.
Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Hi. Just doing my daily paying it forward. Avoid the Altair system. Like big time.
Okay, so before we get into that, why am I Charlie 3? Like, are Charlies anyone you run into and I'm the third person you've run into today or something?
I meet so many people, and I'm just giving up trying to keep track of them all. So you're the third Charlie I've met today. Nice to meet you.
Okay, I was actually surprisingly close to right, so thank you for the warning. Is there any chance you'd be willing to sell me a hat? Because I will pay good money for a hat.
So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system, and oh boy, spacers all over the damn place there. Distress call, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game, yes, we just give it a wide berth. Am I right?
Okay, well I'm glad I didn't, you know, randomly pick Altair to go on a hangout in, because apparently stuff's going down over there. Though, just out of interest, in case I want to go back later, what precisely did the distress call say?
Oh, it sounded bad. Real bad. But I had my own problems. I had to plot a course out before the spacers took out my grav drive. Sorry, I'm just not constitutionally capable of the big space fight thing.
You know what? Fair enough. Remember that for later. Do not go into Altair until I put some bigger guns on my boats. Right, back to this old world here, so give it a scan, and yeah, for the time being I can only scan like the common elements. I can't see where the less common ones are. So what we've got here is abandoned mine, fracking station, and up here, something. Mysterious structure. Now that says, you know, secret alien precursor race to me. Alright, down we come. A proper little planet. Honestly, best weather in the world. Actually, I kind of feel like we should... Oh! Also, there's dinosaurs and there's something going on. Okay, let's not do this just now. Okay, I'm not going out there at night. There's like jellyfish in the sky and dinosaurs on the ground, and I'm not going out there with a flashlight, alright? We are going to my bed, and did it come with a plushy star pal? Because that's adorable. Okay, sleep in my bed, though. Oh, blimey. Okay, so apparently a single hour on this planet is 20 hours UT. If I wanted to pass yet a day, a single rotation of the planet, on this world, it's 491 hours normally. So, okay, fortunately, it's only like, I say only 40 hours. It's 2 days just to get to, you know, dawn. So, I really hope Sarah doesn't consider, like, you know, the whole artifact thing urgent. Because we just spent 2 days chilling out on the boat, doing nothing, because I didn't want to go outside while it was dark. So, alright, let's have a little poke outside, because I want to meet those dinosaurs, and maybe, you know, just for safety. Let's just set the exterminator ready to go, because, yes, they might be nasty.
Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. It's all here.
Alright, so this seems like a much better bet immediately in terms of, like, you know, the... Oh. Extreme solar... Oh, hang on. No. Wait, I think I understand. If the problem locally is ridiculous amounts of radiation, you need to set up your suit accordingly. I need a deep mining suit. There's some rad resistance. Need to go over to, like, a helmet. That's a load of rad resistance. That's legendarily resistant to rads. And yeah, my Under Armour's doing a good job already. So, yes, radiation is going to creep in and, like, slowly reduce my health bar by giving me, like, environmental fatigue damage, I think. But as long as I'm dressed up like this and look absolutely ridiculous, it's going to happen more slowly. So this here, okay. You need to dress for the environment you're walking into. Alright, crack her open and... definitely dinosaurs. That is our hunting cage brain. Which feels really, really cocking bad. And on top of that... alright. Copper. Give that a scan. And... palladium. Right, we found the good stuff straight away. I don't need it right now, but... grab you. Grab you. And... a hoarding scepter filterer. Oh! You're just like... floating around. Just in the sky. Like, you know, absorbing nutrients in the air or something. Though... ooh. Okay, hang on. That's a hunting cage brain. There's another one. Just need to scan it. Alright, no trouble. No trouble. And it has got teeth. I do not like that thing. Okay. What's arguably way more interesting is... that's not just like a cactus, is it? Is this a baby? Or is it just... well, I'm not sure about this. Stalk. Suggesting it's a plant. Suggesting that you guys are giant, walking, migratory, like, dinosaur plants. Well, that's fascinating. Okay, just get over to you. Everything's fine. Mysterious structure. We'll get to the mysterious structure. These guys are marked in red. But they seem like pretty chill, all things considered. And we've also got hangabout. What direction is that? Over towards, yes, the unknown about a kilometre away. Not coming down on the unknown. Focus on these guys. Scan you. Some of them are wary. Some of them are just pretty chill with me, all things considered. And nice and easy. Resource. Ooh. Sealant. I'm pretty sure I needed that, actually. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I'm really sorry about this. How much health do you guys... oh. I think you're trying to get away. That's right, Sarah. Help me bring them down. Help me bring them down. This is all going to be... fine, just get you out of the sky. And has Sarah just declared war on the entire herd? Because, I mean, it's getting me sealant, which I definitely... oh, hang on. No, Sarah picked a fight with a pack trapmore, though I strongly suspect possibly it picked a fight with her first. Right, you guys are toxic. That's all absolutely fine. Scan you guys. Biomes. Suggesting you guys aren't, like, everywhere. There might be distinct biomes on this world, like, all around it. So, potentially... hang on. Get up top here. Get up somewhere nice and high. Make sure we've scanned everything. Oh, there's the nickel. We wanted nickel. And there's the chlorine, though. John. Again. Armor. Pay attention. The reason you're flipping screwing your lungs over is because that's like an airborne threat, isn't it? You know what? My deep mining spacesuit is good airborne. That makes sense. You know, there's going to be like coal dust around. So if I'm wearing this and I'm wearing you, that's 0 against airborne. So maybe like... did pick up like, you know, the weird O2 boosted one. Don't like how it looks, but it does give me airborne and radiation, which is precisely what I need. So, you know what? We'll take that too. Just, you know, put all them together. Blue Lab outfit is good for that as well. Now I should be able to run into the chlorine gas and get it without actually screwing over my lungs. Beautiful. Okay, before we move on though, I am curious about these weird cage brains because... oh, by any chance you guys... right. There's definitely a fight going on. Good. That means... oh, blimey. I think you've just absolutely destroyed that guy. Okay, just... stay at a distance. Scan you. We can get antimicrobial from you. So, okay. Could be useful in medicine, potentially. Oh, hang on. Something's firing. There's bullets going on. Hang the cock on here. Somebody has opened fire on these lovely, lovely creatures. And it's not me. Which, you know, I know I've done it several times, but I'm just kind of curious. Who precisely comes to this world and starts opening fire on these guys? Who precisely are... Okay, whoever it is, well, one, they've got explosives, and two, they're starting to regret it. Because one of their friends is definitely dead. Are you plants or animals, by the way? And the answer is... fauna. They're animals. But sort of... they have stalks and... Right, well, this is all fascinating. Also, who precisely did you just kill? Hunters. Okay. Sometimes you're just going to run into, you know, people who have decided they're going to come to various planets and do some hunting. Has not worked out for them on this occasion, dear oh flippin' dear. Okay, this does raise an interesting question, however, which is, yes, officially, there's 2 plants and 2 animals I've not seen yet inside this area, and yet I've been around the local area. I can't see anything. But biome was mentioned when I hovered over these bastards over here, suggesting that potentially I might need to go to entirely different bits of the planet just to get the right biome to get different creatures to spawn in. But, okay, before we check that, I'm pretty sure that, yes, I saw this over here. This is like the main structure I was landing nearby to, I think. So, hello over there, guys. We've got ourselves a Chabra Biotics. Oh my goodness. We've got, well, that's kind of xenobiologist. Like, you know, botanist on an alien world. That's pretty much xenobiology.
You arrived at just the right time, stranger. A discussion we had over the methodology of the next phase of our research got way out of hand. One of our researchers just left, walked off. Everyone's worried sick about them. Can you make sure they're okay? And get them to come home?
Absolutely, though, as you can hear, once again, may picked up a tiny bit of lung damage from gathering the chlorine. So, yes, if you've got any throat medicine, that would be great at the moment. So, yes, indeed. Apparently there's just a tiny thing going on here. Like, one of your researchers has just wandered off because they didn't like the way you were doing science or something. So here we go, new mission. Oh, this isn't just an activity. This has got a bloody name and everything. Okay, before we get to that, let's just, you know, have a bit of a poke around and whatnot.
Finally! A customer who won't talk my ear off about their research.
Oh my goodness, and they've even got a shop here, and apparently the shopkeeper has got a bit bored of, yes, large amounts of xenobiologists talking their ear off about research. Well, bad news, Expedition Provisioner, because I'm a cocky xenobiologist too.
The more goods I sell, the less I have to lug back to Achilles City. Think you can help me out?
And, oh, Aquila, that means you're free star. Do you have any hats? I will pay anything for a hat. Gosh darn it, not a single bit of apparel. And while she claims to be selling aid, yeah, the vast majority of it is, unfortunately, yes, just... never mind. She's selling snake oil, which you'd think wouldn't do anything, but, apparently snake oil can deal with that nonsense. So, okay, I do now have some meds I could use to, yes, sort out my chlorine-sniffing lung problem. But don't do that just yet, because I might well be sniffing some more chlorine on the way past while we're moving in this direction towards, yes, this lovely individual, who apparently has wandered a very bloody long way away. And also, speaking of which, my prognosis just improved, so okay. If you don't treat an illness for long enough, eventually, if, like, you know, you don't do anything to exacerbate it, it might get a bit better. Okay, here we are. I think we've almost made it. We've also found the last bit of... hang on, is that more... okay, my lung damage is just getting worse and worse. This is hilarious. I think I may have found, yes, wherever it is our guy was. We're leaving the, yes, kind of like savanna biome, moving up towards... whatever this is, like into the hills. There's something up here, and apparently our chappie is around. Oh, and John, before we go in, do not forget, we're trying to persuade him. That means you put on your fancy jacket. It's under a spacesuit, but, like, you know, it exudes persuasion. And we're finally going to down that new arrival I bought way back when we first got to New Atlantis, damn it. So okay, that's persuasion up, the suit is persuasion up. This should make this a lot more manageable. So here we go, civilian outpost. Got ourselves a handful of robots, etc, etc. And just some other folks too. I think this might just be, yeah, just a generic homestead. In fact, ooh. That's a more permanent structure than I've seen elsewhere. This is kind of nice. Also, apparently I sent money home to my parents. Not much this week. They're not going on a space cruise with that. Sorry, I've not earned much this week. So, oh, this is nice. Like, homesteaders. It's not just temporary buildings. They've actually put up, like, you know, way more nice-looking structures. Okay, fine. It needs, like, you know, a proper airlock and whatnot. But, like, does that mean it's way nicer inside? And also, I'm so sorry. I don't really mean to, like, intrude. I'm just curious about the interior decor. It's definitely a bit more homey. Like, you know, slightly more permanent beds, etc, etc. Though, you know, still fairly spacey. It's just kind of nice to see what looks like almost brickwork on the exterior. You know, like proper normal chairs and whatnot. More traditional windows. Rather than, like, you know, the portholes you get in the ship. Okay, this I like. This is cool. Also, I should really stop looking at the interior decor, because yes, my booze is going to wear off. Do not forget about the booze. Right, where's this person I need to speak to?
You traveled a ways to find me. I know they sent you, but I'm sick and tired of how that place is run. I mean, out here's no picnic, but returning home? Not interested.
Honestly, I've got no dog in this race, but screw it, I'm going to try and persuade you anyway.
I'll hear you out.
So okay, we've got ourselves, ooh, 6 with only 3 turns. Okay, we're going to have to go for, yes, maybe something a bit more tricky. I know that one's yellow, but I am wearing a nice suit. I've drunk a cocktail. Let's give it a go.
I have been feeling that way myself.
So, okay, she's maybe okay with going home. I'm eventually going to persuade you, why not save us both the trouble and agree right now. Right, I'm just going to try and, like, annoy her into agreeing.
You're just that stubborn, aren't you?
I am, you know, and now we can go for the nice easy one right at the end. There are people back there who are worried about you. I wouldn't know, I didn't really ask around, but, like, it's theoretically possible.
Well, I get worried sometimes myself. It isn't easy being here on my own. Fine, enough. I'll go back, alright? It'll be safer if we travel back together. You lead the way.
Oh, this is super cute. I think they're like a really small-scale amateur, like a mining operation or something. Because, yeah, they've definitely been pulling out chunks of metal and whatnot. So, okay, yeah, this is just like a really small-scale local homestead mining thingy. I love it. And they've even got a proper trader.
If you're out here, you should arm yourself. I can help with that.
Okay, but yes, this is interesting. Before we go and speak to that list person, what's the advantage to going to live in independent space versus being an official UC colonist?
Different reasons. Most of us came here from large cities originally.
Some colonists are scientists. Even we take research contracts from clients who don't want to build out here themselves. It's not easy. There's no security this far out. And if any equipment breaks, that could be the end. But spend a few nights on a planet by yourself, and maybe you'll know why we're here.
Alright, some people just apparently enjoy living by themselves out in the middle of nowhere. And possibly, yeah, based on what Phil was saying on Mars, the UC may be just very slow and ineffective at fulfilling their needs. So, yes, do you speak to other colonies? Like, are there ones nearby you're in communication with? Because I saw a big dish on the roof outside.
Yes, we do hear from them, occasionally. Some colonists are list members. That's the League of Independent Settlers. It's how we stay in touch. None of us would tell another colony how to run its business, but we'll donate equipment and supplies if another list group is in trouble.
Okay, that makes me feel better about List. She seems to be in touch with them on occasion, and she's not flagging, oh yeah, they all, like, die immediately or anything, so okay, maybe this isn't a massive scam. Also, yes, how are you dealing with, like, you know, the isolation and whatnot?
Personally, not at all.
We get visitors like yourself every few weeks. Everyone needs the same fuel. It keeps us fed. And we stay informed enough to remember why we like it out here.
I mean, she's not wrong. This planet is swimming in resources, and there are multiple little, like, you know, structures and mining things on it, etc., etc. Oh, and she's even got more medicine. You know what? These guys are doing alright. Well done. You are well supplied. And unsurprisingly, yeah, this is a mining colony, so if you need to buy a whole bunch of materials in a hurry, this is a really good place to get it. Including, and this is interesting, I'm pretty sure I needed some of this, didn't I? Okay, it turns out that was actually surprisingly heavy, because the mass was... Oh, I may have just made a slight mistake. It's okay, this is fine, we can fix this, because... Okay, that already gave me, like, yes, plus 20 to carry capacity. Does my high school backpack do better, by any chance? No, it does worse. My high school backpack does not do much at all. Right, that didn't help in the slightest. Hilariously, I'm gonna have to sell her 3 of the monopropellants back at a massive loss, so... Okay, I have been taken for a ride by this settlement. Well done to these people. Please tell me you can come with me via fast travelling. And it turns out she can. Brilliant. So, okay, you're now back. Honestly, not 100% sure why you left, but you did, and now you haven't. So basically, well done to everyone involved, I suppose.
We are all breathing a sigh of relief around here now that we're all back together. Thank you. Here, this is for you. I only wish I had more to give. Safe travels, friend.
I got a level up, I got 2 grand, I'll flip and take it, especially as, oh flip me, is this the moment? Oh, we can actually go into science rank 2, so, you know what? We found a lot of bloody nickel just now. I'm doing it. Let's get into weapon crafting. Beautiful. Right, and with that little business done, and some rather interesting stuff learnt about List and other independent settlers while we were doing it, back to the ship, I'd say. Number 1, dump literally everything into the boat. Number 2, try and figure out, yes, precisely where the other biomes might be. Okay, this is the frozen dunes. Now, where I just was most definitely was not frozen. That's forest, okay. If you click on it, it shows you what's where. Volcanic and... Ooh, volcanic. That's ocean. You can't land on that. I mean, frozen dunes seems good. That seems very distinct from the savannah we were just on.
Like touching down on a cloud. Your landing skills never cease to impress.
I love the adoring fan. I'm so glad he's here. So, okay, step outside. And by any chance, do we have anything here that is not what we've... Oh, yeah, we've got level 15 glowhams. Not 100% sure I want to, like, you know, make friends with level 15 glowhams, but maybe they're, like, super friendly. And if they're not, we can jetpack away from them. It's going to be fine. So just, you know, be ready to just show up. And they don't look friendly, do they? They're fearless. They're fearless and... Oh, what the cock is... Oh, they're like big bugs with, would you believe, glowing hands. So, I mean, whoever named them, they weren't wrong. Okay, we don't need to, like, necessarily go and scan them or anything. Like, you know, finding 8 more. The point is, we now understand how biomes work. Which is to say, yes, you do actually have to check the biome where you're landing and compare it against where you've already been, and indeed the known biomes for the creatures you're scanning. You could use those to intuit whether or not you're about to find something new wherever it is you're going. But you know what, let's not worry about that for now. I think we've spent enough time on this here planet. And as we're finally leaving, number 1, yes, my lung damage is apparently severe, so we need to sort that out. There we go, lung damage gone. That's the last cough from me. Oh, here we flipping go. Barrel mods, grips and stocks, optics, we have got everything here. So, I say everything. We've got plenty of aluminium. There is some overflow, which is nice into the 0 wire. That's very useful. We have not got enough of this, or enough adhesive, so okay. We're going to need a fair bit more stuff there. barrel mod should be doable, because we've got, yeah, the nickel. Yeah, we got plenty of that. Glad we did that. That's overflowed into tungsten. We've got some tungsten. That has not overflowed into lubricant. And as for you, I know we're low on tungsten, unfortunately. Right. And yeah, we've got a little bit of titanium, but not enough. And it's also overflowed into a tiny bit of tungsten. So, oh, it's overflowed into completing itself too. Okay, so tungsten is the limiting factor there. We do have on optics, a bit of a zero wire. We can shove in a bit of that and no overflow, unfortunately. And we picked up a few of you, but not enough. So, okay, we've made some good progress towards this here. And in particular, barrel mods, we're going to be needing lubricants, like oils or something. But okay, that's enough of that. We've done, you know, the vast majority of the scanning on this world. Now we've learnt a bit more about, yes, lists and independent settlements and whatnot. I'm feeling a bit more optimistic because, okay, I may have misjudged List and poor Phil. Give her a quick old scan. So, okay, whole bunch of stuff going on here. Abandoned weapon station, science outpost, but most importantly for, yes, my purposes, ignore deserted UC listening. We've seen one of them. So yeah, that just seems to be raiders, ammo, good loot. Like if you need money and stuff in a hurry, not a bad place to go. But let's on this occasion drop straight in, given the guy did broadcast a distress signal about a week ago, possibly. Sorry about that. Alright, here we come and... oh. I'm gonna be honest. This is not the nicest planet. Like, I feel like the planet we were just on was a bit more lush and alive and whatnot. This is... oh, this is a bit grim. Okay, fine, I'm going back to being suspicious of lists. I mean, I'll give you. In terms of mining, it's a good planet. I can imagine how you could make good money here, though admittedly, you're not necessarily on the best bit of it, are you? Like, yeah, you appear to just be living in the chlorine sea. Hello there, good sir. How are you feeling about, yes, your list colony? Because it is a bit grim, isn't it? This is not a very pleasant place to live, like, at all. Right, so what's going on with you, and how can I assist with it?
I'm not afraid to use this to defend my home and my family. But you sure as hell don't look like any spacer I've seen before.
Okay, so, yes. It sounds like potentially his problem is not Liz screwed him over, he's come under attack from random space pirates or whatnot. Anyway, let's have a nice chat about your broadcast and how you know, specifically invited me.
So let me get this straight. You heard a distress call and you flew all the way down here. What are you, some sort of priest or good Samaritan? I didn't know people like you were real. But I got a heap load of problems. And I'm willing to pay my share for the help. Used to be 4 families that List helped set up stakes in this system. We rarely saw eye to eye in the best of times, and believe me true, these ain't the best of times. Spacers started raiding and it's been getting worse. Only a matter of time before they end us all. Unless you're willing to help some hard-working, pig-headed settlers out.
Okay, so, step 1, as a list colonist, how do you feel about lists?
Good-meaning fools happy to set colonists up in independent space. The promise is freedom. True freedom. If you can fend off all the spacers and pirates, the settled systems can throw at you.
Okay, I definitely misread that. Lister may not be doing the best job, but it's not like, you know, evil conspiracy. It's just incompetence. They're well-intentioned idiots. They're sending people out into true freedom, but obviously the downside of not having the UC is you don't have the UC troops or fleets to defend you. Okay, tell me about the families, because I'm guessing you're one, and I'm guessing at least one of them is not still alive.
The Wens and the Bandas are farmers like me. Jacqueline the mayor and her daughter have some mining operation with dreams of hitting it big. I've tried in the past to get us to work together, but you don't join List unless you have a healthy dollop of obstinacy.
Okay. 4 families, 3 farmers, 1 miner. But what precisely do you need me to do?
The spacers have taken out the family's List satellites, so we can't even talk to each other. Isolate and eliminate, a classic tale. You fix the Lopez satellite, and I'll open a secure channel, and we can sync up and get the lay of the land. And then get all of our satellites operational.
Ah, slight problem though. Yes, the reason he hasn't fixed it.
I have. Twice. I took out the old pickup. Last time I tried, I barely made it out alive. They're using the damn satellites as bait. My ship just isn't up for facing spacers. But yours, a whole different animal.
Okay, we're walking into a trap. And by the sounds of it, we need to, like, you know, take our ship to do this or something. Oh, hang on. He doesn't mean a satellite dish. He means, right, literally the satellite in orbit. Gotcha. Oh, here we go. We have got them coming in. Accelerate if we can. Lock onto... Oh, blimey, hang on. There might be a lot more here than I was thinking, actually. What the flip am I taking? Oh, that seems bad. Okay, well... It's marked as a bit dangerous. Just to get onto you. Lock on. Fire missiles. Take out everything. Space McGibble. Slow speed 2. Good turning. Get behind you if at all possible. Accelerate once we've got eyes on you. We need to take out this here shield. Lock on. Missiles. They are... Oh, boost to get the lock on me. Okay, there we go. Oh, I think we just overshot them. Okay, hang on. We just need to get onto you. Focus on this. Accelerate. There's definitely more coming for me. Put the missile on you. Just focus with everything. If we can disable one of them. Okay, we are under a lot of fire. The shields are offline. This may have been a mistake. But we can just take out one. Max speed, please. Lock. Dead. Okay. Another one is definitely getting close, but possibly it's marked as less dangerous. Okay, lock onto you. Bang! Missiles, etc., etc. I assume the number is... Oh, this is looking bad, actually. Start doing repairs, please. Like, Sarah, if you can do repairs, that'd be great. There are so many of them right now. This is fine. Change to you. Lovely. We're right up the arse of one of them. Get on him. Go. Missiles, everything. Take out one more. My shield has recovered. Okay, I think we took out, like, the toughest one first. We really need to take that thing that lets me focus on individual systems. If we could disable weapons, that would be great. One more, a space scarab. Okay, maximum speed, please. We are not locked on yet. Now we're locked. But I've got my shield. We're okay. My shield appears to be doing the job pretty nicely. Put one missile on them. Turn her around. And now we're right up the arse of them. More missiles. Lovely. Admittedly, my grav drive has taken one a hell of a pounding. We're going to have to pay for some repairs when this is done. But... okay. We got there in the end, but it cost us some ship parts. If one of you wouldn't mind dropping ship parts, that'd be great. Here we go. Approach like the central McGibble. Slow it down. And I'll tell you what, that was some rare resources, in fact. Okay, on occasion, murder might work out better than flipping mining in terms of getting resources. And more credits, uranium. There's some ship parts. Good. So, okay. We've made a good little bit of profit off of that. The fleet was, you know, a bit on the tough side, especially that first one. But bare minimum, yeah, by sheer coincidence, we took out the most dangerous one first. Almost certainly that turned out to be, you know, the right decision. Right, just boost us up to that. And now, need to get to within, yes, 500 meters to interact with something, I believe. So just, yeah, max out thrust. Give us the boost. We should be there in no time whatsoever. Lovely. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't look great. Like, I'm not 100% sure how precisely we're gonna fix this. It is very much sparking and in trouble. But, bare minimum, give it a go. How precisely are we going to do this? Okay, we're gonna do it by holding down X to repair and connect to Oban.
Green light is on, which means communications is up. Sending the data on the other satellites. You do hear me, right? Hello?
Okay, we can now talk. And also, yes, apparently repairing nice and easy in the future. I've got blueberry elephant. Seriously, it's fine.
Wait, what? Oh, hardy ha ha. It's gonna take some time dealing with someone competent. I don't suppose you want a job working hydroponics. No one ever says yes to that. Once you repair the other satellites, I'll open a channel to the other families.
Okay, I may have slightly misunderstood here. It turns out that, yes, they're not all on the same planet. They're all on different planets. Possibly on planets I've already been to, in fact. Okay, I completely misunderstood that. So, okay, they're all on the moons around this lovely giant ringed gas McGibble. And, okay, I see what you guys are doing. You're sitting on a very literal gold mine. I do not know what the cock these guys think they're doing, especially this one. This planet has got nothing on it but water and chlorine. Okay, start with the gold mine. That's by far the most interesting one. Surprisingly, no pirates. Was kind of expecting pirates.
Oh, what have we here?
Oh, there they cocking are. Right, okay, this is, oh, this might not be great, actually, because now there's 2 the level 10. That's actually also boost. Oh, this could actually be, this could really be a problem, actually. Boost again, and my hull integrity is, uh-oh. We can't deal with 2 of them. We're gonna have to, we need to get the flip out of dodge, actually. We need to get the flip out of dodge. Emergency jump, right now. Get straight back to Piazzi 2. Grav jumps, just need to, uh-oh, I think they've already hit our, oh no. They've kind of already hit our grav jump system, as it, okay, so, we might not necessarily be able to, you know, maybe just stop. Maybe just stop for the time being. So, okay, plan B, because what we need now is a better ship. Like, my ship is bigger. Like, you know, it's got a nice bedroom for me to live in. That's great, but it's still using its starting guns. So, next episode, we're gonna fix the ship up. Alright, so what we need to do is go back to New Atlantis, make a giant pile of money, and invest that money into more guns, more power, better shielding, all the rest of it. So, join me next time as we return to civilization and begin an even more dramatic process of ship renovation. Hopefully, you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Starfield. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.